Wonder what they did in life to deserve such a resting place.
As the creature crawls from the sarcophagus, you hear a gasp of breath. Fane steps forward, never taking his eyes off her.
I must speak to her. It is vital. Please, stand aside.
You hear a gasp from the creature as Fane steps forward. It speaks in a hissing, clicking language that seems both completely alien and somewhat familiar. Fane raises his head and responds in the same jolting, clicking tongue. He seems to be pleading with the creature, his hands outstretched. The creature looks down at him and shrieks in rage. Her gestures are quick, strong, and violent. Whatever she said, it seems to have devastated your friend. The verbal barrage continues, but something changes within Fane. He looks up and golden light pours from his skull. When he speaks next, you understand every word, but you're not sure the words are his own.
Aetera, Aetera. I had hoped to see you turn to dust in this tomb. Alone, forgotten, with only your secrets for comfort.
Lady Amadia? You possess him. Have you fallen so far that you seek shelter within that? Does your vessel even know what you did? The war you started, the greed and avarice that saw you betray the Eternals?
The glow fades, and Fane seems to return to himself. He staggers slightly, exhausted by everything that's happened. The creature turns away from him and, panting, turns to you. The creature looks down from its perch, trembling. It crawled out of that sarcophagus as if it had forgotten how to move its limbs. It turns to you, and you see its face is covered by an intricate mask. From behind its unmoving lips, you hear a noise. It starts as a groaning, croaking chatter, but slowly becomes more distinct. It's speaking.
Mais Saravel te de larentu, Chamery?
The stream of noise cuts off abruptly. After a moment, you hear a jolting, lurching voice.
It wears the face of Ralik, but speaks the tongue of beasts. How cruel. I suspected the Seven Lords won the war after they locked me here, but seeing their faces on dumb creatures, a depressing confirmation. Fascinating. So quick to anger. It has the outward appearance of one of our kind, but underneath it is so very primitive. Perhaps this is to be expected when creation is left to 7 amateurs. The king would never have been so sloppy in his work.
Deep within your soul, you feel the thing inside you stirring at the sound of the voice. You can feel its growing curiosity. The creature leans forward to get a better look at you, clucking and tutting under her breath.
It seems to be a simple form at its core, a sauce vat. A walking, unfortunately talking, sauce vat. Fascinating. I wonder how to extract the sauce from the vessel without...
She pulls back suddenly, recoiling in horror.
It is rotting. Almost imperceptibly, but it decays before my eyes. It does not even have a century left.
You hear that voice in your mind, demanding that you give it control, demanding your body obey its will.
Oh, that's better. She keeps me so cooped up in there. I'm sure you know what being cooped up is like. In fact, I know that look. You're hungry. By all means, go out and eat your fill. But you will leave this one alone. She's mine.
Interesting. Evil hidden by the primitive. Minds stacked like nesting dolls. Your request is noted and ignored. The Seven Lords sealed me in this tomb, and I will need my strength if I am to retrieve the Aeteran and have my revenge.
Ha! The Aeteran? The God-Slayer? It's a myth. It was a myth when I was still new to this world. But perhaps we can make a deal. The world has changed since you started your nap. The Void, the Divine Order, the God King and his Void Woken. It's very confusing, but maybe we can make sense of it together. Who knows? We might even find that mythical weapon of yours.
The God King? The Void? Of course. Of course. Why would the Seven kill him if they could throw him to the Void? If they could throw them all to the Void. No, I do not need your cursed deals. There is only one thing I need from you. As for that monstrosity you have made your shell, it was designed to die, and I think it is time that design were fulfilled. Do not worry. The source shall not be wasted. It will carry me from this tomb. It will bring me freedom at last.
The air suddenly feels thick, like it's grown musty after concealing a lie for so long.
Their tale is one of scholars becoming gods. If they could, we can. Which is rather excellent.
So, the gods are liars. I can't say I'm surprised.
They lied. I can't believe it. I mean, of course they lied to you, look at you. But they also lied to me.
The statue looms in the shadowy dark as the tears damp. The masked creature grunts 3 times at the sight of you. It reaches its arm out. Clasped in its hand is a crumpled parchment. You take the page, and the servant returns to its hollow existence. The servant grumbles.
I've spotted something.
I smell sauce in the air. And something else, too. Something... Look out!
There you are, Godwoken. I'm eager to hear your good news. How marvelous.
Ryker's lips tremble impatiently as his eyes dart to your pack.
Show it to me.
Ryker reverently slides his fingers across the tablet.
Exceptional. Truly, the bond can be broken. Our bargain is almost complete. I will teach you what I know. You will be bonded to the source. You will channel it in great volume.
Ryker closes his eyes and spreads his arms, then begins to recite a vivid incantation.
I call to the souls of the dead. Your remains, the stone garden's eternal burden, descend from the hall. Surrender your source to the vessel before me.
Ryker's voice grows even louder until his words echo from every crevice in the chamber.
Swan and Rince, Crossley and Locke, Quincy, Keller, Harkwood, Haran, an essence yours no longer. Souls and source come forth. Cross to the void, so that she might awaken.
The words wrap themselves around you, then slip through your pores. You feel as if you could skate upon water or leap among the clouds. You are no longer less, but more.
Your well overflows, Godwoken. But I will stay as true to my word as I can. Accept this gift from the spirits of the Stone Garden in lieu of the mastery you already possess, and thus I can no longer offer. Now that you mention it, there is one other promise I need to keep. A shame it has to be this way. I was just getting fond of you.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
The spirit's lips curl into a sneer.
Don't look so pleased with yourself. You're too quick to act, too green still. Your bond with the Source may be strengthened, but you are hardly prepared for divinity. I've nothing left to show you, and nothing left to say. Take what you must, but my remaining memories and masteries, they are mine alone.
His sneer is now a gash, wide and gruesome. You can barely believe one spirit could harbor so much contempt. His face only contorts further, a testament to his unmitigated contempt. Ryker's killer stare never wavers. He has an eternity to wait. You do not. The more furious you are, the more stoic Ryker becomes. Ryker stands there, still, silent, and scornful. Tendrils of Source snake from you to him, and from him to you. Your mind leaps from one of Ryker's memories to the next. You struggle to control the visions as they rush past your inner eye. The graveyard. You look down at your mangled hand, then towards a shimmering spirit standing ahead. A feast awaits. You reach out your gnarled hand. The victimized spirit writhes in agony as you siphon its source into your failing body. Your hand straightens before your very eyes. The wrinkles smooth and the age spots fade. The pulsing blue veins that once crisscrossed are now unseen, hidden under newly taut skin. Your efforts are useless. Your hold on Ryker's spirit has weakened, and a final vision crashes into view. You slip on your spectacles and hold the parchment to your eyes. As the script comes into focus, you see the words "Black Ring" near the bottom, and you are thrust into the reality to become fully you.
There is but one promise I have ever regretted making. One deal I have ever sought to break. That tablet, the template to the Sworn Breaker. It was the key to my freedom. Alas, I remain sworn. Yet, I take some comfort in knowing that the Black Ring comes for you, Godwoken. The lone wolves will collect on their contract.
You couldn't imagine it possible, but the spirit's scorn only grows. Ryker may be silent, but his feelings are hardly secret.
Careful. I've spotted it. Flesh and bones, severed and stitched. Perhaps some sort of necromancy? No keyhole, no handle. There must be a hidden mechanism.
As you approach, the salamander turns its head.
Death prowls above. Ascend only if you seek.
She hums quietly. The notes move in rhythm with her wandering eyes. The lizard pauses, and a smile crosses her face.
Me belongs to me. Servants belong to the hall. That's the way I like it.
Her hum returns, soft at first, then blossoming into a full-fledged hymn.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept.
hear a door opening. There must be a nugget of wisdom somewhere in these dusty books.
Feel my source power draining at the merest touch.
My lucky day.
Tenebrium
A
is
third
truly a
pyramid.
material of the void.
Now, buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, Reed. I'm all right, as long as you don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like well met, friend.
You look down at the cart and see
It's free. Fair travels, friend.
Like a torch-like fire, cold and poisonous. Wide welcome. God knows who can stop those beasts. Cow spirit. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.